Hi, Linda. I am so excited to hear that you are retiring. Hard to believe, but excited. And Andy and I sat down together and we were trying to come up with the list of the multitude of things that make Linda the Great great. And so I decided to give you my personal top 10 list of the things that make you great. Number 10 on the list, John. John is an amazing person. He's smart, he's personable, he's fun to party with, which is the time that I've spent with him. And so I would say that on the list, number 10, John makes Linda the Great great. Ninth on the list, I would say, that makes Linda the Great great is Fiona the dog, who also wears the Santa costume. I think any dog that wears a Santa costume qualifies on the Linda the Great list. And I believe that it's part of what makes you great is having a dog that's that tiny and able to wear a Santa costume and look fabulous, which I would expect from you, of course. Now, number 8 on my list is that you are amazing at parties. If you want to have a good party, invite Linda the Great. Linda makes parties fun. What? It was that crazy Chinese checker swap gift thing that you started at our Christmas parties, which is hilarious, by the way, fighting over garbage gifts. Now, it takes a great person to work something like that out, and you are great. So number 8 on my list that makes Linda the Great great is that you are fun and amazing at parties. And speaking of amazing parties, leads me to number 7 on the list. How about that birthday party, the Elvis party? Linda the Great loves Elvis. And I think it's only fitting that a great woman listens to the king. And so number 7 on my list is Elvis makes Linda the Great great. Now, number 6 on my list is, and this is kind of a blast from the past because I don't know what you're driving anymore. But when I was there, you were driving an amazing red sports car, white interior. Hello! What does a great person drive but a red sports car with white interior? Not quite a retirement car. Midlife crisis, possibly, but not a retirement car. So I would say the red sports car makes Linda the Great great, or it's a sign of greatness anyway. Number 5 on my list, your children. Your children are frigging amazing. I mean, hello, write for TV, write for magazines, write books. I mean, and how many famous people do these kids know? Tons of them, tons, which happens to be number 4 on my list of what makes Linda the Great great. Linda the Great knows a lot of famous people, mostly because of her children. That is true. However, the other thing is that you do run into famous people periodically. For example, Michael Jordan on your very own elevator. Come on. What a great person, right? And of course, you know him because you are great. Number 3 on my list is that Linda the Great, you have great sense of fashion. Hello, has anybody been to that apartment? Great view, great place, throws great parties, and then just personal fashion sense. I mean, have I ever seen you? The answer is no, without matching jewelry to your outfit. Please. Great sense of style. Must I say more? And I must, because I have to go on to number 2. Great thing about Linda the Great is that she adopts people. And I had the great pleasure of being adopted by her as family when I lived in Chicago. And it was an amazing blessing to me and my family. And my children still talk about Linda the Great because, of course, why wouldn't they? Because she's great. And so I think that number 2 on my list is that Linda is great because she adopts people and gives them amazing love. And number 1 on my list is not one, but the multitude of smart, kind, compassionate, and just the fact that we absolutely love her. So that is my top 10 list of what is so great about Linda the Great. And we had to keep it to 10 because we couldn't stay all day. But the list goes on and on. Congratulations on your retirement. PBHP will be sad, I'm sure, when you're gone. And if they're not yet, they will be once they don't have you around anymore. Because I know I am, because I don't have you around anymore. And you are one of the best things about Chicago. We love you, Linda. Congratulations.